Hello, vinyl community, and anyone else watching this. It's been 2.5 months approximately since I made a thrift store finds video. That's how dry it's been around here as far as finding any records at a thrift store. We got people buying them all up when there are some, and it just hasn't been great. But I am going to do a thrift store update, and my pile is a lot smaller than it usually is, which it's been 2.5 months, and you're not going to believe how few I have. But I want to talk about a couple things quickly first before I get there. One, I've made 3 videos I don't think I'm going to put up. I made one following Joe's little rant about politeness in the VC and VC etiquette. And I really thought he was talking about me. Apparently he wasn't. He says he's not, and that's good. I'm very happy to hear that, and that's one of the reasons I ditched the video. The other reason, I've said it all before, and I've apologized it all before. My internet's a little better right now. We'll see if it lasts, and that's why I haven't been responding. That was Joe's biggest beef, about people that don't respond to comments. I'm working on it. Sorry about that. So that's that. And the other thing is, anybody out there, and the vinyl community knows this, but if you're going to send a package in the mail, send it properly. Put it in a proper box, preferably a box bigger than the record, but not a pizza box. Box with some overhanging flaps on the side, they'll protect it, something like that. A few companies do a nice job of that. I bring this up, and by the way, Ron Beedry has a, Beedry, I can't pronounce your name, Ron, sorry, has a fantastic video on how to send records properly. Give that a view. But the reason I bring it up is I got 3 records in the mail yesterday, and you're not going to believe what they came in. So I'm going to show you. If I can get it all in, I might have to back up here. You guys see this? This box, maybe this way is better, huh? This box, 2 albums came in the top, 1 album came in the bottom of this box. Really? Don't ever send a record like that. They're not, they weren't damaged, amazingly, but what the hell is this? Okay. It's enough of rants. Alright, thrift stores. Again, most of this stuff, most of you would easily pass by this time. The quality isn't good. The quantity is, again, for me, very small, and it's just the way it's been. Anyway, start with 145 that actually plays at 33. I kind of collect these. Capital 33s, and I have no idea who this is. It's an instrumental, I'm assuming. Chicken Fat by Robert Preston. And one side is 212. I don't know if you can see that. And the other side is the same song, but it's 6 minutes and 30 seconds long. I have not played this yet, but it looks interesting. It's in pretty decent condition. I don't know if you can see that, but it's on a white label, which means it's probably a promo, because I have some of these and none of them are on a white label. So Robert Preston, Chicken Fat, I think that was 49 cents. Now we're going to my latest finds. 3 for $1 here for a couple. I had to pick this up. Won't You Be My Neighbor by Mr. Rogers. Now the cover of this is in really horrible shape. But the record isn't bad, especially for a kid's record. It's split on the side. In fact, the top and bottom were split, and I'll show you that. I can't remember who showed this trick in the VC about how to fix that, but there's the label. It's on Small World Records, and the vinyl isn't bad. And but it was split. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but when you get a record you don't care that much about, you can take, and this isn't my tip, by the way, I think I just said that, but you could take like a piece of cardstock, cut it like an inch maybe, as long as you need it to be, fold it in half, and glue both sides. I use chip clips. And if you do that, I don't know, maybe you can see what it looks like on the bottom. I would do it to a nice record, but a record like this, it keeps it nice together. It's not going to split anymore. Maybe you can see what it looks like in there. And it's a good fix for a record like that. Again, I wouldn't use it to anything minty, but I'll never get this sleeve back in though. It's the sleeve's fault, it's not the record's fault. The reason I bought this is it has Won't You Be My Neighbor on it, and you can bet there'll be a podcast starting with Won't You Be My Neighbor fairly soon, so look out for that. There's Fred right there. This was an interesting album. Sharon owned it. Super Hits, Superstars, 24 original hits. It's on Columbia Record Club. It's a Columbia Record Club exclusive. Susan Hartgrave was her name. You can see right there. That's the back. And there's 24 songs on this. And it's weird. Some of the songs are whole, and some of the songs are just pieces of the songs. I don't know if it's playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but some of the songs will just fade out and go to nothing. Or fade in from nothing and then fade out and go to nothing. It's a really odd record. So there is 24 songs and they're not that squished on here because a lot of them aren't whole songs. Anyway, I thought it was an interesting record, 2 for $1. Neil Sedaka, I've never seen this, live in Australia. And it is at the South Sydney Junior Leagues Club. There you go. You know the doors behind me, it kind of faded in. There's some interesting stuff on this, by the way. Let me go back to this one for a second. It's got the Buckinghams, the Count 5, the Critters, Neil Diamond, the Doors, Four Seasons, Aretha Franklin, the Happenings, Tommy James and Shondells, Keith, the Left Bank, Question Mark and the Mysterians, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Mitch Ryder, Detroit Wheels, Sam and Dave, Sam the Shem and the Pharaohs, Sonny and Cher, Simon and Garfunkel, Young Rascals. And you can... Interesting record. And the sound quality for what it is isn't actually bad, which is weird. This is an upgrade for me. I mean, this is really a nice cover. Look at this. And the record's nice too. Wayne Newton's Donkashane. I think it's his first album. There is one of those hole punch things in it. Sometimes they hung records. Sometimes they use this for promo. I don't know. But, I mean, look at how white this... I did clean it a little bit, but it didn't need much. The spine is really good. It's just a really nice shaped record, so I picked it up. It's on Capitol. Oh, and it's mono too, and I think my other copy is stereo. And it has his version of Old Man Moe's on it, which is maybe my favorite thing Wayne Newton's ever done. So, there you go. I thought this was interesting. Big Band, the big hits of 1964. Beatlemania, Buddy Moreau and his orchestra. And, it's not all Beatles on here, but it's Please Please Me, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Well, I'll let you read it. There's the set list there. This isn't in great shape, but I've never seen it before, and I've actually liked Buddy Moreau. He did the original version of Night Train, if you don't know who he is. It's on Epic. And it is on the typical yellow Epic label. Oh, this was interesting. 53, 54, 55. Rock and Soul, early edition. Looks like a newspaper. Stalin Dies is one of the headlights on the back. Does have some splitting on the back. I forgot who put this out. It's on ABC Records. It's really early rock and roll kind of stuff. The Turbans, Johnny A's, the Oreos, the Cadillacs. Ray Adams, Jimmy Reed is on here. I'll never get this back in here. Alright. Record pet peeves. Some of these old records have those little tiny flaps when they folded it over in the back, just little tiny ones, and they start to come unglued a little bit, and then your sleeve wants to go on one side or the other. You guys gotta know what I'm talking about. Hate those things. Alright. And that's it for 3 for $1. These I think were 29 cents here. Maybe they were 3 for $1. I can't remember. It's been so long since I got some of them. Bing Crosby tells and sings How Lovely is Christmas. I've never seen this before. It's in a really nice shape. It was only $1.99. It's a kid's record. It's on Little Golden Records. And it's not bad condition. There's the Golden Records label. And I thought, what the heck. I bought it, you know, a couple of months before Christmas. But I still haven't played it. This is a Barry Manilow Greatest Hits album I've never seen before. I'm wondering if it's got fan club info on the back, and it's just the Barry Manilow collection. It's 20 greatest hits on here. It says, but there isn't 20 songs in it. Maybe there is. Yeah, I guess there is. So it would be 10 songs a side. It's not an old record. It's on that Arista label. But I just don't know this record. So, I don't know. I'm not a big Barry Manilow fan. But it's in nice shape. It's still in its shrink. I'd never seen it before, and probably for $1 or 29 cents. Picked it up. Dinah Washington sings Fats Waller. This is actually a pretty good album. It's on Mercury Wing. It's got the advertisement back, which probably means it's an original. And it's on the typical old blue Mercury label there. Some of these records are actually better than I remember being. Still no rock though. Still got a couple of guys going in buying all the rock. So I've always wanted this just for the cover. Bronte and Teicher Blast Off, and the cover is really good. This will go on my wall at some point. There's the back. It's on ABC Paramount Records. I've already seen that label. But this is one of the classic. I'm going to hold this a second because maybe I can get this to be my thumbnail. This is one of the classic album covers in my opinion. Those Space Age Lounge record covers, just, I love this cover. It's probably one of my 10 favorites. This just looked so cheesy, funky, cool. The Howard Roberts Chorus and Orchestra, Dream a Little Dream of Me. That must be Howard Roberts there. This is on Cap Records. I have no idea who this man is. He does all covers. Lady Willpower, This Guy's in Love with You, The Look of Love, Angel in the Morning, Mrs. Robinson. Do You Know the Way to San Jose? Honey. I haven't gotten to this yet, but it's even in an original Cap inner sleeve. And the inner sleeve got a little rip in the bottom, but it's in actually nice shape. And for those that don't know the Cap label, there's the Cap label. And I mean, how could you pass this up? You just can't. The Now Sounds. Now, there was a group in the 60s called the Now Sounds that did covers. It might have been on Columbia Special Products or something. I can't remember. But this is an album. It's Volume 3 on RCA, The Now Sounds. And it's actually not The Now Sounds. It's Songs of the Day. It's got 10 Little Indians by Nilsson. Friends of Distinction are on here. The Equals are on here. Jefferson Airplanes Lather is on here. Jose Feliciano. The Chosen Few are on here. The Guess Who. Interesting record. I've never seen this before. And it's on this label, which means I don't think it's as old as... It looks pink on my screen, but it's not. It's that tan RCA Victor label. I don't know. It's in nice shape. I don't know. Again, it's worth having just for the cover. Craftwork Radioactive. This I got at a different thrift store. The one that's about 45 minutes away, something like that. I rarely find rock there. I rarely find anything there. I don't go there very often. But and this is a German copy of this on EMI Electro Records. And I bought it for that reason. And I have no Craftwork in my collection. There's one side of the inner sleeve. There's the other side. Yeah, these records are better than I remember. I haven't looked at them in a while. And there's the Horzu Special Craftwork label. And this thing's in really nice shape. And not only that, I have to show you the other reason I bought it. Is still inside are the neon yellow and orange radioactive. These might even glow in the dark. I don't know. But you can kind of see what they do there. The stickers. Still intact, so pretty cool. And this would have been $1. Which is pretty much the most I usually pay for a thrift store record. Okay, I can't get those in there right now. Tomita, Snowflakes Are Falling. Again, I think same store, same buck. There's Tomita there. And the synthesizer. I think I've heard this, but a long time ago. I really have no memory of it. And it's an RCA Red Seal record. Another Tomita, Voyage Through His Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Again, somebody must have just dropped off somebody into Space Age. I don't know what you call Tomita, to be honest. Space Age Prague. I don't know. Anyway. This one is an import, I'm pretty sure, looking at the label. No, it's not. But check this RCA label out. I'm not familiar with this RCA label at all. And I don't know if you can see that. That is a different RCA label. I see it better outside of the... Not familiar with that RCA label at all. Comes in a nice lined RCA sleeve. Getting $1. This was the last one I think I got there. A live recording of Dave Brubeck, Paul Desmond, Gene Wright, and Joe Morello. Europa Jazz, and this is an import too. It's German, I believe. Oh, I forgot. It's a one of these. The record goes in there. I can't think of what it's called right now. But there you go. Back to 3 for $1 here. The New Seekers on Capitol. Mono copy. It's in an original Capitol sleeve. I find that generally, and it is, when you find an old record in a thrift store and it's in its original sleeve, inner sleeve, it's probably in pretty good shape. If it doesn't have one or it's in another inner sleeve, not such a good shot. But pretty nice copy of that. This is an upgrade for me. Mine is a cutout and this is, I think, is in better shape. Making sure it's not an import. Almost looks like an import, but I don't think it is. Jim Stafford's self-titled album featuring Wildwood Weed, Spiders and Snake, and My Girl Bill. I don't know, Swamp Witch. It's on Polydor. I don't remember it being on Polydor. No, it's certainly not import. It's in really nice shape though. So definitely an upgrade for me. Jackie Gleason, Music, Martinis, and Memories. Still in shrink. Really nice copy, so why not? Again, Capital Mono, I think. No inner sleeve at all in this one, but nice vinyl there. I actually have this, but this is an upgrade just because it's a better cover. It's framer. Swinging at the Cinema, the Jonas Jones Quartet. Not sure if the vinyl on this is better than mine or not, but the cover is. And again, this cover is a wall hanger. And again, it's on Capitol, this time the old style Capitol label. And another one of the best covers ever. Jonas Jones, I Dig Chicks. I do not have this and have always wanted this album as well. It's just a great cover. I mean, how could you not like this cover? And on the back, of course, he digs chicks. Again, Capitol. This one does have an inner sleeve. Ooh, check out that Capitol label. Mono copy again. I want to see if it has an inner sleeve. And yeah, falling apart, but really old Capitol inner sleeve. So that's kind of cool. A couple more here. Freddie and the Dreamers, I'm Telling You Now. Dance the Freddie. And other great English stars on Tower Records. Nobody else on here that anybody's ever heard of, except of course. Oh, Hines is on here actually. Hines was produced by. People have been talking about him. Every couple of years they talk about him, and I can't think of his name right now. I just watched a video with Bratton Young who was talking about him. The English Phil Spector. I don't think his name's going to come to me. But if it does, there you go, the Tower label. If it does, I can't think of it. Truck Stop Favorites. How could you not pick this up? Still in shrink. It's got 6 Days on the Road by Dave Dudley, and it's probably an upgrade over what I have. I Fall to Pieces by Dottie West is on here. Window Up Above by Johnny Paycheck. Dolly Parton's on here. Cowboy Copas. George Morgan. Johnny Bond. 3 Sheets to the Wind by Johnny Bond. And it's on Power Pack Records. The Hit Sound of Dean Martin in mono again. I don't know if there's anything I even know on this one. Still got the original cutout price sticker on it. Again, mono, still in shrink. It's one of his reprise albums, the Sinatra. I call it the Sinatra reprise label, but it's not. It's the Showboat reprise label. Tricolor. Pretty cool. 2 more by Chet Atkins, and then we'll be done. Chet Atkins, Teensville. Again, another just sort of one of the classic covers of the genre. I mean, just a really, really cool cover, wall hanger, and pretty nice shape too. Little corner separation at the top, but on RCA Victor. And at least the cover, if not the album, is an upgrade for me on this one. Chet Atkins Picks on the Beatles. Finding this in a thrift store is pretty cool. Still in shrink. If you don't know this album, and you're a Beatle fan especially, you need to know this album. This is just awesome record. And same label. Looking at the vinyl, I don't know if mine's better than this or not, but there you go. And of course, Chet Atkins in his Beatle wig there. Chet Atkins picks on the Beatles. How can you go wrong with that? Well, that does it. I know it was quite a few, but compared to what I normally was doing every week or two, that's nothing. So, there you go. That's everything I found at the flea markets, at the thrift stores lately, and lately, last almost 3 months. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope everybody's doing well. I've been back up to trying to watch some of your videos again, as many as I can. Keep them coming. I love watching your videos. It's the best thing on TV, is you guys' videos, and you inspire me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Keep making the videos. Thanks for watching. Check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com, and take care. I hope everybody's well. I'll see you later. Bye.